I've got a great idea. Come on, let's get started.
Look around, find your inspiration. Take that step, use your imagination. You don't need to go direct, the road may not lead where you expect. Cause it's the trip, it's not the destination. Make the magic, take the stage. Roll the camera, turn the page. Take a chance and do the dance. Our story starts with a beat in the heart. Find your own voice. It's what sets you apart. Our story starts with a beat in the heart.
Hi, I'm Tomie DePaola. Want to tell some stories? Come on in. Oh, you're probably wondering about the hat and coat. No, I haven't joined the fire department. You see, I was working on a story about a firefighter and...
Hiya, Tommy. Where's the fire?
Oh, there's no fire, Gabe. I'm working on a story about firefighting, and I thought this would help me get into character.
Character? What's a character?
Characters are the people in your stories.
Oh, well, you sure look like a real character in that outfit.
Well, I feel like a real firefighter. And when you feel like the character you're making up, it's easier for you to make that character seem real.
Can I try it on?
If you really want to.
Oh, yes.
Well, how does it feel?
Dark. Very dark. It must be tough to be a firefighter. You can't even see where you're going.
You don't have to get into a costume to create a character. All you have to do is think about what makes each character unique. The way they look, the way they talk, what they wear, what they like to do. Change any of those things, and you change who the character is.
This is true, Tommy.
Oh, hello, Strega Nona.
Let me tell you what happened with Big Anthony and Bambalona. It was just another typical day at home. Everyone was complaining.
Take out the trash.
Because that's your job.
You always get the easy job. All you do is learn magic and bake bread.
Well, all you do is sit around and milk that goat.
You have it easy.
No, you do.
Try this sometime.
No, you
See
take it.
Basta! Enough! I have a way to settle this once and for all. Tomorrow, Big Anthony, you will do Bambalona's job, and Bambalona, you will do Big Anthony's job.
Well, that'll show
Oh,
you.
you could never do
Pe. Then we will see who really has the easy job. The next morning, Bambalona got an early start on Big Anthony's chores.
Well, this shouldn't be too hard. Just feed the chickens and milk the goat. Oh, and rake the weed, the garden, fetch the water, pick up the vegetables, mend the fence. Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Big Anthony was baking bread, just like Bambalona did each morning.
Baking bread is easy.
See, it's easy, but when you're done with that, you must also wash the dishes, sweep the floors, and get everything ready for the customers who need our magic. Chop!
Wash the customers? Sweep the dishes? I'll never finish.
Goaty! Oh, there you are. Goat, it's time to give some milk, okay? Well, no, goat! Oh! Come back! I need some help. I just need a little milk. Goat, please help me. I need to...
I washed the dishes, Strega Nona. I broke the dishes, Strega Nona.
Bambalona, could you fetch some aqua, per favore? Water, please.
Yes, Strega Nona. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, now I know why Big Anthony is always doing that. Oh.
And later, when my customers came for magic to cure their ills...
Oh, you wanted the what? I'm not sure which... who gets the...
No. Big Anthony, it is simple, dear. The constable gets garlic for his hiccups, and the farmer gets the castor oil for the sick pig, and the butcher gets a potion to find a bride.
Oh, the farmer's pig goes to the butcher, the constable gets castor oil, and the butcher's bride gets garlic for her hiccups.
All day long, Big Anthony and Bambalona had a terrible time doing each other's jobs until supper time.
Oh, Strega Nona, I am so tired. I don't even think I can lift the fork.
Me too. I never worked so hard in my life.
So do you two still think the other has an easy job?
Not at all. I wouldn't want to do Big Anthony's job all the time.
And I wouldn't want Bambalona's job either.
Bene, good. So now you see that neither of you has it easy.
That's for sure.
And that's why we've decided
We want your job.
What? Ciao, Tommy.
Ciao, Strega Nona. Imagining that you're someone else is a great way to start creating characters. How does your character think, dress, talk? To create a great character, try to become that character in your mind.
Tommy, where are you, Tommy? Anybody? Hello?
That Gabe, what a character. Now, let's see what comes to mind when you see this. Every picture tells a story. What story do you see? When you create a new character, looks matter. You can tell a lot about a person just by looking at them. If they have a sour face like this, they're probably not going to be very friendly. The same thing goes for characters that you create. How you draw them helps people know what kind of character they are. Take Strega Nona. Her warm smile shows that she's a good-hearted person, and her big bottom tells you how much she likes to eat pasta from her magic pasta pot. She'd be a very different character if she frowned all the time and was skinny. The way I draw her tells you what she's like. The same goes for Bambalona. She's short and round, like Strega Nona, so we can tell that she's another good cook who likes to eat. She's also very neat in her appearance. Not a hair or kerchief out of place. This lets you know that Bambalona is an organized and efficient Strega in the making. Of course, Big Anthony is almost the exact opposite. He's tall. His arms and legs are very long. He's got big feet, which turn in, and he slouches. This makes him look awkward and kind of bumbling, which of course he is. And by looking at his rumpled clothes and his uncombed hair, we can see that he isn't the least bit neat or organized. But despite all these shortcomings, Big Anthony has a curious and innocent face, a wide-eyed expression, and crooked smile that lets you know that underneath all that clumsiness, he's got a good heart. The way you draw a character tells a lot about that character. We can learn so much about them even before we find out what their story is. And now, let's meet someone who knows all about creating great characters. Today's guest storyteller, puppeteer Bill Barretta.
Hi, Tommy. I'm Bill Barretta. I'm an actor and a puppeteer. And some of the acting that I do is through puppeteering. One of the characters that I've created is Pepe the King Prawn. He's a fun little Spanish shrimp.
Hola, I am Pepe the King Prawn, and it's great to be here on Telling the Stories with Tomie DePaola.
One of the ways that I like to create a character is by watching people on the street, observing my friends, family members, Pepe the King Prawn was created by observing my wife's aunt, who was a very interesting and mischievous lady.
I am based on an ant, okay? What does this mean? The ant is a small creature, okay? I'm a king prawn. This is ridiculous, okay? This Bill Barretta is some kind of wacko, okay?
The way we work, the camera or the television becomes our stage. We're able to see what we're doing, how we're moving, how we're acting, how we're playing, by simply watching what the camera is shooting. And as you can see, I have a camera here that's connected to the television. And so he's talking into this while I'm talking to you.
Now, of course, the most important thing for me is to have someone below. See, that would be a puppeteer down below me there. So, and what we can do is we can have a lot of fun with this process. Come closer to the camera, we get bigger, huh? I can go a little bit further away, and I get a little bit smaller. You see, it's incredible.
I don't care for the puppets, okay? Do you want the truth? They scare me, okay? See? The way they wiggle the dolls to make them come alive, okay? This is not natural, okay? Not natural at all. This is sick, okay?
But you can really become any character that you want by simply either changing their eyes, their nose, their hair. For example, this guy, he's pretty regular. Things are pretty normal. His eyes are kind of normal. He's got a kind of a normal nose. And then maybe if we change his eyes a little bit, angle them a little, move them around, have a little fun, then maybe he becomes a little more angry. Ow. Take his nose off. And, we can move his eyes all the way up here. And you kind of get a different look. Move him down here and... maybe I'm gonna duck more like that.
You touch my eyeballs, and I'll slap you like a bad donkey, okay?
When I get a puppet on my hand, or I'm playing a character, I don't care who's listening to me. You just come on and have some fun with me.
Tommy, I'm warning you, okay? You don't have to have this Bill Barretta person on your show, okay? You want people to watch this show, all you got to do is get Pepe the King Prawn, okay? I'm out of here, okay?
Thanks, Tommy. Take care.
Thanks, Bill. And thanks, Pepe. As Bill said, you can create characters wherever you go. When you see people in line at the movies or standing next to you in the elevator, imagine who they might be. Is she an astronaut? Is he a plumber or a movie star? It's up to you. You can even create a new identity for somebody you already know.
Hey, Tommy. Tommy, can you give me a hand here?
Sure, Gabe. Here you go.
Oh, boy. Say, can I try creating a new identity for you?
Okay.
Let's see. You look to me like an international spy who lives in a giant submarine and solves mysteries.
Oh, wow. I never knew I had such an exciting life.
Wait, I'm not done. You have a squirrel sidekick named Gabriello, who is very smart and goes with you on all your missions.
Hey, that's very clever, Gabe.
Gabriello.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gabriello. What is it, Gabe?
You're not an international spy anymore.
Oh, who am I now?
Texas Tommy, cowboy. Okay. You're the fastest draw in the West. Ready, Tommy?
Ready.
Draw!
You asked for it. Now it's time to hear from you.
Wow, he is a fast draw.
Everyone has stories to tell, and their own way to tell them. It's about sharing what's in your heart and letting the world know this is my story.
It's a person that's on stage singing. It's sticking its tongue out because it's part of the performance. I like to be on the tours because a lot of people get to hear me sing and I get to act, and sometimes I fall off stage, but it's still okay. It's gonna have 1 million albums in the future, and then that it's gonna have like really weird clothes, and then when she's in a concert, she's gonna be flying in a skateboard.
You know, you can be really proud of those stories. They were really fun. Well, partner, what do you think? Gabe? Appears that varmint has skedaddled. Yee-haw!
Tommy gave me a great idea. You're a robot. You're a pirate captain. You're a parrot. And Rabbit, you're a singing sheep.
I must be a baritone. Get it? Bear like sheep? Baritone? Never mind.
Tommy says you can turn anyone into any kind of character. Allow us to perpetrate a melodious exchange on that very topic.
Yeah.
What'd he say? In other words, hit it! Keep on telling stories!
Hey, Lungs! This character stuff confuses me.
Oh, then let me explain. Every tale has a certain crew characters. Sometimes quite a few. Dog named Spot or a cat named Stu. Who they are, it's all up to you. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Character. Shoot. Here's a cheat. Check it out. Shoot. All the folks you meet, family. Shoot. People on the street tell the tale and your feat's complete. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Tell me a story. Paint a scene.
Put it on a screen.
Tell me a story. There's a joke or a poem in every home. You gotta keep on telling stories. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Hey, who's your favorite character?
That'd be Peter Rabbit.
The abominable snowman.
The Wizard of Oz.
Don't you mean the Wizard of Oz?
Not the way we tell it.
Oh,
What say we return to our regularly scheduled song?
without a doubt. Let's play it out. Hit it, Wade. Woo! Yeah. Tell me a story.
Every character is one of a kind.
And what they say and do is up to you.
Tell me a story. Every song you sing, gotta make it your thing. Gotta keep on telling stories. You know you won't be sorry if you keep on telling stories. Keep on!
You know, Gabe, some of the best characters are people you already know. Your friends and family.
There are sure some memorable characters in your family, Tommy. I feel like I know them all, even though I never met them.
That's nice of you, Gabe.
So can we meet your family again?
All right. Here's a story about one of my favorite summers, back when we lived at 26 Fairmount Avenue. Every summer, when my dad had his vacation, we'd go to a cottage at the shore, a place we called the Hummocks. Uncle Frank had a rowboat, and Dad would take my brother Buddy and me out rowing. I learned to dive, well, actually, to jump off the boat into the water where Dad would catch me. Every afternoon, Uncle Frank and Aunt Susie brought Nana Fall River down in the car. We called her Nana Fall River because she lived in Fall River, Massachusetts. The first thing she did was to put on a bathing suit that looked like a big black dress. She would go right down to the water, bless herself, splash water on her face and arms, and plunge in. She would float and float and float for what seemed like hours. One summer, my cousin Frankie came down to the cottage with us. We had lots of fun. We wore rubber bathing shoes because the beach was covered with rocks, and we even wore bathing caps because we thought they looked neat. Frankie and I had a great time together that summer. Frankie and I liked everything about that cottage. Well, almost everything. It didn't have a bathroom with a shower and a toilet in it. We had to shower outside, and the water was always cold. And if we had to go, we had to use the outhouse. An outhouse is a little house that had a wooden bench with a hole in the middle. You didn't flush. You just went. I loved going to the cottage that summer, but when it came to using the bathroom, I was always happy to get back to our home at 26 Fairmount Avenue.
That was a good story, Tommy. Even the stinky part.
Well, thanks, Gabe. Now, what about your family? Aren't there any relatives who'd make good characters for a story?
Well, there is my grandma Tall Cedars. Oh. Boy, does she love to swing in trees.
Oh, you're lucky to have a grandma who swings in trees, Gabe.
Well, it's not too unusual among squirrels.
Is there anything else unique about her?
Well, she does have this funny dance she does with her tail.
Oh, that's great. Can you show me?
Oh, okay. I'll give it a try.
Remember, keep telling stories. It's amazing, Gabe. Your grandma must be a real character.
And then she goes like this.
Yeah.